Yo, yo, yo. Yeah, that's my announcer for Crime Time impression. Hello and welcome to Wrestling Man's Wrestling Show, episode number 52. I am your host, Bill Yankovi, and this is the second annual Royal Rumble preview extravaganza. Yes, this is the only place on whatever video website that you watch that is going to give you the full, complete coverage of the Royal Rumble that is this Sunday night in New York City, Madison Square Garden on pay-per-view and WWE.com. I'll talk about that a little bit later on. This week on the program, of course, the Royal Rumble report. Not going to talk about Raw this week, so if you're expecting me to do a Raw report, go back to the end of last week's episode. Also, TNA, Ring of Honor, Double Shot Weekend tonight. Big stuff going on in the Indies. Gonna go to the NWA, plus the DVD of the week. And gonna talk about the Wrestling Observer Awards that just came out this past week. Gonna read off some of the award winners. Of course, it is one of the longest awards that is out in professional wrestling. Two things I want to bring up. Something interesting. I'll save the interesting part for later. And something I want to talk about now. A couple of days ago, some of you might have read, some of you might not. There was a story going on that Bobby Lashley left the WWE. Now, apparently, Bobby Lashley had posted a blog up saying that he and WWE, I think this is right, I might be wrong also, so don't quote me on this. They couldn't agree to either a storyline or a contract negotiation. It's very weird, because Bobby Lashley was expected to come back any time now. Really, I mean, he could come back this Sunday at the Royal Rumble. He could come back the next night on Raw. He could come back, that week after. But well, let me read this. This is from this was at first from BobbyLashleyOnline.com. I am sorry to everyone here, but I am serious when I say I won't be back. Everyone wants to come here and hear the real story, and I am telling you the real story. Circumstances which are out of my control left me no decision but to leave the WWE. I can't go into details of this now, but like I said before, sometimes people will hate you personally and try to destroy you, which has happened here. Evil has prevailed. However, like I said before, if you continue your struggle, doors will open around these people. You have not seen the last of me, so please don't stop your support. Add Bobby Lashley to the list of recently released. Now, hold on. Now, the interesting thing is, when the story came out on Wednesday, because I'm looking at a website, it was not mentioned on WWE.com. However, later that same day, another blog was written by Bobby Lashley. Here's what this says. Here's an update on this. This was also posted on the message board. Dear fans, it has come to my attention that on the 22nd of January 2008, a man or woman claiming to be me on this website had posted several topics about me leaving WWE. These rumors are incorrect and nothing but rubbish coming from the person who appears to be very bored. I am still under contract to WWE and will fulfill my contractual obligations. As many of you know, I am currently sidelined at the moment with my injury, but I will be back soon. To my fans who have supported me over the years, I do not write on blogs, message boards, or any other medium on the internet. Excuse me. The only website you can find me on is WWE.com. Regards, Bobby. So, I think the second statement is more believable than the first one. I don't think Bobby Lashley left WWE. I think he's still with WWE. I think somebody might have hacked on, wrote that, said that he left. So that's my opinion. Now, to our interesting story of the week. It was reported this week in the Wrestling Observer newsletter and on Smart Wrestling Fan Wrestling Review Show that Mae Young and Stephanie McMahon had a conversation where if Mae Young lives to be 100 years old on her 100th birthday, which would be, ladies and gentlemen, in the year 2023, she had asked to wrestle Stephanie McMahon's daughter, Aurora Rose, which would make Aurora at that time 17 years old. Now, of course, I have my concerns because Mae Young is pushing 90. I think she's going to be 85 years old this year. And, she's one of the old-timers, one of the all-time greats in women's wrestling. And I'm not talking about the last 8 years, I'm talking about in the past. But you got to think, 100 years old, wrestling in a ring. Which leads me to the question of the week. Didn't have one for the last couple of weeks, but it's back this week. The question of the week is, if Mae Young and Stephanie McMahon's daughter had a wrestling match at any time, it doesn't matter if Stephanie's daughter is 17 by the year 2023, it doesn't matter when. Who would win in a wrestling match? Stephanie's daughter or Mae Young? You can send in your answers and tell me why wherever you're watching this. I'm going to take a quick break. When I come back, it's the Royal Rumble preview.